My name is Ethan Stanley, and I'm a student here at Centriq, and I graduate on Friday. Before I was here at Centriq, I was actually a student at Avila University. I got my undergraduate degree, and while I was doing that, I was also a stay-at-home father. I've always liked the tech field. I didn't really know how to go about it. You know, you could study at home, but if you don't understand anything, all you can do is dig deeper, and if you really don't understand it, you need someone to explain it to you. And that was perfect for what Centriq is. So Avila, is a traditional college. You do 12 semester hours or however many semester hours credit hours every semester. You would go and then you would leave, or it wasn't class after class after class, whereas here is like a 9-to-5 job. You're here, you're learning all day, you're doing labs, you're doing lecture all day long, and you stay with the same 4 instructors instead of changing instructors, on a periodic basis. I was definitely on the radio. Centriq has a million radio ads. Out here is 96.5, 98.9. I'm sure there were some other ones, but definitely those two for sure. There were some that I've heard of, but none, I didn't really go too in depth. I saw Centriq and I talked to Russ, and I was like, wow, this is a school for me. I felt pretty nervous and pretty confident. I'd been studying, not studying, but like trying to touch up my basic technical skills. Like, okay, how do I change a username on my desktop, or just basic stuff like that. I feel a lot more confident. I can answer questions that most people can't. I'm by no means an expert, and I don't want to say that, but I definitely have the foundation to find the answers, even if I don't know the answer off the top of my head. Top notch. I never had a problem with any instructor. Just the first phase, like the first couple days, everyone has to get to know each other. But that was facilitated really well here at the school. Yes, so actually I love the career services here. Brady and Lacey do an amazing job inside the classroom, outside the classroom, organizing events. They really go above and beyond. Like, I wouldn't have a job right now if it wasn't for Brady and Lacey. Well, I thought it was super cool at the time, but now it's, I can do it in a flash. But making a virtual machine, like making a computer inside of a computer, that way you can mess around with the settings, the registry. You can download something you don't know if it's safe or not. And, for the most part, unless it's a very, very advanced virus or worm, your main computer is perfectly safe. Again, it was top notch. I don't know how every cohort is, but my cohort was we're all very supportive of each other. We'll do little side projects, like Alex, he made his own AI chatbot, basically, and then he shared it with the whole classroom. We all, will make different Kahoots or different flashcards, digital flashcard platforms, or, different studying habits. If someone's not understanding something, whoever's the best at it or whoever has time at that moment will be like, hey, let me see if I can help you out. But then there's also the instructors, that they're always there too. I am not a very good online learner. So being in person, being able to do the labs, being able to have the support there of the instructors and my fellow students, that really helped. It's fun, honestly. Like, I've never had fun going to school. So whenever I started, I was like, oh, I want to be a pen tester. That sounds awesome. I think everyone says that when they get started here. But I really like networking. I really like the idea of domain controlling. And I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but like the help desk aspect it's kind of cool when someone calls you and they're like, oh my gosh, the world is on fire. And you're like, oh, hold on, calm down, we can figure this out. And for you, it's just like, okay, I know how to do this, piece of cake. But for them, it's like the end of the world. And just helping people through that is pretty cool. Yep, so I'm going to be working for a company called Platinum Corp. They're out of Illinois, but they're expanding into the Kansas City market. It's a MSP, but they have their hands in everything. They do a lot of IT work. So I'm going to be boots on the ground for them in Kansas City, setting up networks, setting up firewalls, running cables, imaging computers, transferring data between servers and different devices.